Hello, all. This is Patika. There's a bunch of people that have signed up with me to host their podfics or fanworks or whatever on my website, and then have been a tiny bit stumped by the FTP because they're just not used to having, I guess, not having web based uploads. So, this is a quick tutorial on how to use FTP. So, the FTP that I use is Fire FTP. It's just a Firefox add-on. You can see, and my add-ons load, that I just have it here. I'm using Fire FTP 2.0.1. It's super simple, really easy to use. I like it a lot. However, a lot of the FTPs out there are very similar to Fire FTP. So I'm hoping that if I show you this, it will be similar to whatever FTP you guys are using. If you don't have an FTP already, or it's the one that you're using isn't similar to this, Firefox and Fire FTP are free. Just go ahead and download it. So once you have it installed, it'll show up under your toolbar under Web Developer, and you just put it in here. Now, I already have an account created for my login, but we're going to pretend I don't. So I'm just going to go to create an account, and this account manager will pop up. And the account name is whatever you want. It has no bearing on your sign-in. It's just to help you distinguish in case you have more than one website that you're connecting to, which sometimes I do if I'm troubleshooting with someone else. Like up there it said Lori because I had been helping Lori KY with her website, so I had logged it in here. It's too bad you guys can't see my hand waving. I'm pointing at things that you can't see. Anyway, so I'm just going to put my podfic website. And, I could put anything I wanted there. I've never put anything for category, and it's looking like it's grayed out anyways, so that doesn't matter. My host is paticaproductions.com. You guys, when you sign in, you're going to have the subdomain in front of it. So let's pretend my name was Bob. I would have bob.paticaproductions.com. Or it's just going to be whatever your website address is, minus like the HTTP and www. Just put that address in. But for me, I'm just Patika. Next is your login stuff, which I should have emailed to you. So I am Patika on my site, and then I've got my password written down here. Bear with me as I try and write it in. And try very hard not to say it out loud as I go. And really, once you have this information in, that's all you need. There's this kind of connection stuff. If you're super advanced, which if you're watching this video, you're not super advanced, you might play with, but honestly, I never even touch this stuff. So I just ignore this, go straight to the main tab, which it opens up on automatically, and then click OK. Once that's there, you'll see up here, you're going to have, I have my podfic website. I also have my Patika Productions, which if you had multiple websites, you could switch between the two. So let's go with the one I just set up, and you have to click connect, which is right here. Now, you'll notice the screen is kind of divided into three panels. This one, and this one. This panel right here is the computer that you are currently on. So this is, you can see like my C drive, all my various folders. I'm sure they're lovely and fun to look at. And yeah, let's just go into my podfic paperwork because I've got a lot of random stuff in there. And you can see various things that I have up in there. And on this side, we've got what's on the web server. Now, I've had my web server for years. It's a little busier than most of yours will. Most of you aren't going to have any of this stuff. You'll just have, you won't have a fic folder. You'll just have logs, mail, maybe even not mail. And then you'll have a folder that should be the name of your website. It is very important that you have a folder with the name of your website. If you don't, I've screwed something up. You need to talk to me. Because if you just go and upload stuff in this / folder, it's not going to be accessible to people just trying to get on your website. You need to actually put things in your website folder. So you can see here I have a couple different websites here. I'm just going to jump into this old Kirktown one. And you'll see there's not very much in here. That's fine. So if I want to start uploading things, you can do it directly into this folder, but I suggest making a new folder, and I will tell you why. So you can just go here to create directory, and it'll create a folder, and I'm going to call it my podfic folder. And whenever I want to upload something, I need to, not in the robots text, I need to be in this folder. So it's this new empty folder, and I'm going to start uploading these podfic bingo cards. And that's how easy it is. You move to the folder that you want to be in here, you find the file here, and these arrows just point to what direction you're moving things. So upload it. And down here is your status area. These are very small files. I should find something larger. Anything out of the KBs. Okay, I'm going to actually move into my podfic folder where there's some larger files. Let's go into this one. I don't even know what it is. So I'm going to start uploading it. And you'll see down here, the source area just tells you where it's downloading from. This tells you where it's uploading to. And actually, if you remove the / that's right here, this is going to be the URL to the file that you are uploading. Here you can see the progress of it and all that great stuff. You can also delete them if you would like, which let's show the queue. Is there anything going on oh, wait, we were in the queue. I think when it automatically pops up, you might be in log. Log isn't, it's mostly computer information. It's not stuff you really care about. Make sure you go into queue. That's going to be more useful to you. Now, I don't actually care about uploading this file, so I'm just going to cancel the upload, and it'll disappear. And you'll see it's not over here. Oh, you'll see the partial file up here. If, for example, if I had accidentally stopped it or my internet connection cut out or whatever, I can just go and re-upload again, and I can choose to overwrite it, or I can choose to resume. So this way, the 6 megs that I had already uploaded, I don't have to re-upload, which is really great since a lot of podfic files are larger. You don't want, and if you have crappy internet, you don't want to have to upload from scratch each time. Yeah, so, and if, for example, there's something that you've lost on your computer and you would like to download it, well, you could just go and download it from the website like normal, but within the FTP, you can also go and just click here and it'll download to wherever I have here. So this podfic bingo card, when I'm just going to cancel this again so it'll get to it, it's going to download and it's going to appear in my podfic folder. There it is. And that's a lot of it. There is some more of the advanced stuff like chmodding, but honestly, if you're watching this video, I highly doubt you're going to need to chmod anything. I'm not even going to go in there. It's not worth it. One thing that you might find useful while we're still in the FTP is you can go to tools and options and just choose to show hidden files. If you have a lot of files uploaded, it might take a minute to load. But all that does is if for some reason the website ever gets hacked, which hopefully it shouldn't, it can go and showing hidden files will show a bunch of files that you just didn't see before. And often when people get hacked, there's going to be a file called .ht access, and they'll use that to redirect traffic from your website to some spam website. So if you can see the hidden files, you can go and check to see if they've grabbed your HT access. But back to something I mentioned a while back. The reason why, like I said, you could start uploading your podfic directly into this main website, but if you go to these areas, this website isn't even open anymore. I'm going to go into I upload all of mine into this audio folder. You can see my many podfics are up here. When I upload stuff into this audio folder, it means that I can go to my website and I can go to the audio folder, and it will automatically generate a list of all the files that are here, which you may or may not want people to see. Most people won't think to look here. But one of the nice things about this is instead of me having to try and remember like what the destination was, or looking here and being like, you can just look up here and see it and add a slash and then the file name. Or you can go to this automatically generated web page, find the file that you want in the list here, right click on it and copy link location. And now you'll have the full address complete with space substitutions. Like you see here, it changed the spaces into %20s, so that you can just plunk that down and you don't have to worry about your link breaking or anything like that. I just find it so much easier than trying to figure out what my URL is. So yeah. And that is the basics of using an FTP. If I don't know a hint for Mac people. I only know this for Windows. But if you are on a computer that is not yours and you can't install stuff, but you still want to upload something, you can go to this is just a regular Windows folder. And if you click up in the address bar, delete what's up there and put FTP : / and then your website. You can see here I've done it before for Patica Productions. Click here. This will take you to a super basic FTP. That's my username. That is my old password. Let me change that. And log in. And this will take me to the same, like my web page as well. So I can go in here and I'm going to get back to here, and I could just go and like upload something randomly by dragging and dropping. So it'll take it'll copy like any other folder, but instead of copying to a local folder, it's copying to your website. So that folder that I just uploaded is now down here and available. I'm just going to delete that. So that's a super easy cheat. There's also command line, which I actually do know for Mac, but clearly I am not running a Mac right now, and it's different for Windows. So if someone wants to know command line, but honestly, it's so much more of a pain in the ass to do command line, just use the FTP. So yeah, that's the basics. If you wanted to, like for me, I have a website. I'm not just hosting files. I have a website. If anyone wants to upload, like to use a website, that's perfectly okay too. I will be happy to help people out. I use WordPress because it's super easy. It's a lot like you just log into it. It's a lot like a live journal, actually, your Dreamwidth, their journal of choice. It's got a post option and everything's fairly easy. You can just go and put stuff in there. That's not where I meant to go. I meant to go add new. But you can see everything here. The reason why I like using WordPress as opposed to just linking everything to my website is they've got these categories which can make it a little bit easier for people to find stuff for me, I find. Because you can, well, first of all, you can go and search for things. So I can go and search for like fandom, and it should bring up all of my fandom podfic. There's both of them. But it also has these nice like tag lists on the side. That's a bit easier for, I think, people to search than say, I don't know, my tags on LiveJournal are a mess. And a lot of people use their live journals for a lot more than just podfic. So it makes it a bit easier. You can like look at my Queer as Folk vids or whatever. So that's me selling WordPress. The only thing is, if you want to use WordPress, you need to set up a database, which I mostly just gave you guys HTTP, or not HTTP, FTP access. So if you want to set up something like a WordPress, you do need to actually tell me and I can set up a database for you. But it's super, super easy for me to do this. So don't think you're like making me do extra work, because literally all I have to do is go WordPress. And I'll take a second to look. Go here. Say if Bessie Boo wanted to install it, I just go here and it'll automatically say create database, and I just click install. That's all it takes from me. If you guys want to do something more complicated, I'm okay with setting up people with control panel access, but most people won't need it. So yeah, feel free to ask though if you want to try something more sophisticated. Other than that, I think that's the basics of having a website. I can't think of anything else to say, so I'm going to end it here. I hope that was helpful for people. Let me know if you have any questions or problems. Bye.